this looks good.
It looks good. I like it.
I am outside in beautiful sunny South Florida. I am Linda Krause Barnett, one of your soul guides.
And I am your other soul guide inside in sunny New York. Patricia Rivera Wolfson. It is a beautiful day here too, just like yours.
Except probably colder.
Exactly.
Although you wouldn't know by the long sleeves, but it's like 62, so for me that's like chilly.
Yes, we know 62 is cold for you Floridians.
Yeah, but the sun is like beating down. It's awesome. Fantastic. So we want to just catch everybody up on what we're doing and what's been going on. So we are, how many, 7, 8 subscribers away from meeting our 100 subscriber goal on YouTube. So please, if you have not done so already, where's the camera? Please, if you have not done so already, YouTube, search Soul Seekers TV, subscribe, press the little ding dong bell, get notifications, subscribe so we can see who our 100th person will be and we can get to our goal.
So just in case you forgot, we are doing a world premiere of the Soul Seekers TV show this Thursday, November 28th. Yes, Thanksgiving.
Yay.
So once you've had your Thanksgiving meal, or maybe while you're waiting, I don't know if you're going to have an afternoon meal or you're going to have dinner, but we will post it probably around 11 o'clock on YouTube. We will post the world premiere of Soul Seekers TV, and we are so excited. It has been quite the journey to get here.
It has been quite a journey, and you know, it started 3 years ago, and so much evolution has taken place since then. You know, this was the year that I left my full-time teaching job of 13 years to kind of commit fully to Soul Seekers TV. Best decision ever, but it's a scary kind of change. You know, it's something you're used to. It's comfort, it's security, it's salary. Just a little tidbit of information. But, you know, sometimes it's those risks that pay off, and it's, there's, you know, last year I did it alongside of teaching, and this year I was like, no, I'm going to do it fully. And I have the support of my family, which is how it was made possible. But, you know, that's what you got to do. You got to jump in sometimes and trust. And this is one of the things in my life that I've trusted completely, which says everything about my commitment and my belief and faith that what we're doing is like good for the world, and that it is going to be and is already really making an impact, you know, in people's lives. We need connection, and we need purpose, and we need soul work. We need to work on our souls, and this is going to help everybody. It's helped us so tremendously, and we're bringing that to you, and we're taking you on the ride and sharing it with you because we believe that that's a part of everybody's life here on earth, is to find the part of you that fuels your soul, the part of you that inspires your soul, the part of you that asks questions and needs answers. You know, it's all the inner work. That's where it's that energy of the soul that we're targeting. And I think it's super important. And I think now people are more aware than they've ever been before. At least that's what I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, as Linda was saying, 3 years ago, we started this journey. We just met. Was it 3 years?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, we met at an event called Infinite Receiving that was organized by Maria Bachata, a good friend of ours. She's a good friend now, but we had just gotten to know her at that time. And this event was, you know, it's a personal development event. I was the MC. Linda and I met. And, you know, we were both there because we were both already on that soul-seeking journey. And the story of how we met, we can tell you because it gives you like a little bit of the background. We were both at there was like this little game. We were playing Spark by Rachel Rosen, has this amazing card game called Spark to spark conversation among people. And she's a wonderful leader. Look her up if you've never heard of her, Rachel Rosen. Anyway, so she was doing this presentation of how to play this game. So Linda and I both went to this thing not knowing each other, but we ended up sitting next to each other.
I didn't know anybody at this event. Like, she's not a person.
And Linda comes up to me, and so we introduce ourselves to each other, and I'm like, hey, what do you do? And Linda's like, I'm a teacher and this and that. And I'm like, I'm a coach. But then she starts talking about her past, and how she used to work in film. And I was like, oh my God, I used to work in television. And she was like, yes, my passion is to like do documentaries or whatever. And I looked at her and I was like, we're going to be friends.
Yeah, well, what she forgot to tell you was that I was so drawn to this woman that there were no more seats at there was like this little couch seating section where everybody was sitting, and all the couches and seats were taken. There were chairs available a little bit further away that I could have pulled in, but I had been so drawn and attracted to her, and that's just how I operate. So I kneeled down next to her like her puppy dog. And she was like, hi, what are you doing? I'm like, just hanging out with you. What's up? Yeah, and that's how it started the conversation.
That you were sitting like a puppy.
And I'm okay with it. I just was like, I need to be around her. I need to be close to her. This is something, it's like, I think that, well, maybe I'm just overgeneralizing, but sometimes, that spark, that's true love, or, but I think that spark it's not just like a romantic connection. It's like that moment when you know that your paths will cross and that your destiny is changed forever. In my life, I can attest to the fact that I get those deep hits and I always follow them, because I know that it's like, you don't miss opportunities like that. I feel completely called and guided. And it's so far never led me astray. But, those are the signs that we talk about on Soul Seekers TV all the time. You get that hit, and whether it makes sense or not, or whether you can understand it or not, is not reason to shy away from it. Like, you don't have to understand it. You just have to trust it and follow it down the rabbit hole, because good things are on the other side. And I'm so glad I did, because it was the very beginning of my destiny, and certainly like, a beautiful friendship and future. So,
well, I mean, just to give, we have your side of how you were so drawn to me, but I was equally obviously drawn to you. Because I had a voucher, I had a plane voucher that I had to use. This was like a couple of months later, I think.
Maybe weeks later. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was because the event was in January.
February. Oh, January. Yes.
The event was in January. So in April, I had to use up, or in March. It was in March that I had to book it, but I came in April. I had this plane voucher I had to use, so I go into the Facebook group for the Infinite Receiving people. And I was like, where should I go? I have a plane voucher. And in my head, I was like, please, Linda, say Florida. Like, I wanted to go see Linda. And sure enough,
I was like your first response, wasn't I? I was like, God. And it was so funny how we play, like the way we get in our own way, the way we block beauty from coming into our lives, because I instinctively acted. So I was like, come to Florida. And then I was like, what did I just do? Like, I sound crazy, and I sound like I'm obsessed. She's going to judge, and she was like, I'm coming. I was like, what? This is awesome. I want to take a minute. I don't know if what I'm doing is going to work, but okay. Can you guys see what's happening in the sky above me? Can anybody see that?
It looks like an angel.
No, there are literally, I don't know, maybe 50 birds swarming over my head.
Birds.
Okay, I don't know how to get this. I don't know if they're too high. Look, literally like above my head.
All I see is sky, but I see what looks like an angel in the sky.
Okay. Well, yeah, I see that now too, but I am not kidding. I don't know, like they're like vultures or something, but they're swarming and like right in the sky above me. It's whacked. Every time we go live, something happens. It's like the world's energy. We open portals.
It's like a vortex.
Oh my God, totally. We hope that you'll share any content that we put out there that resonates, that you feel like your friends and family would kind of be interested in learning more about. We hope that you'll share our link on YouTube to Soul Seekers TV, and that you'll subscribe. I always want to say proscribe, but that you'll subscribe.
Well,
if
you know, if you
haven't.
have medicine, you can prescribe.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Prescribe this TV show to your friends.
That you'll subscribe if you haven't. We are so excited for our launch and our first show. We're excited to put really, really good program out there. We think you'll be so pleasantly surprised. Patricia's a badass editor. And so it looks, I think we exceeded our own expectations.
Yeah. And I mean, yes, I think so too. But I want you guys to see this show, Soul Seekers TV, as evidence of what is possible when you put your mind to something. Because, you know, when we met 3 years ago, and even after I visited Linda in Florida, it was for a weekend. You know, we had an amazing time, and I loved her, and I loved her family, and we knew we were going to do something together. But it took time for us to figure out what it was, and it was last January that I called her, and I was like, "This is the year. I am done, like, waiting for an opportunity to show up. We are making this happen." And she was like, "I'm in." And things began to evolve from there. And the original idea of Soul Seekers, you know, well, it wasn't Soul Seekers. We had a different name for the show. But we started putting the pieces of the puzzle together. What do we want? Who do we want to talk to? What kind of show do we want? And then once we filmed it, and even now in editing, it has evolved into what it is now. And if you allow yourself to be guided by that inner knowing, you know, and that's how I've edited the show. It's how we have developed the content for the show. It's like, this feels really good. Let's do more of this. And I thought this was going to be good, but that's not working. Let's dump that and like focus more on this. And that's life.
Yeah. Right? And I know you and I have both been listening to Joe Dispenza a lot, and his formula is like this is what Soul Seekers is: clear intention and emotional attachment to your intention. So an emotional commitment to the clear intention that you set, and the combination of those two is what manifests. And that couldn't be more true in this case, you know. And it's funny because she called me right after the new year, and I'll never forget getting her call. I was in a hotel room in Houston, and I was doing laundry, and I literally can capture the moment, because I had set some New Year's intentions. Like, this is the year that I'm gonna redefine, and I'm not gonna hold back, and I'm gonna let these talents and gifts flow, whatever they may be and wherever they may go. And days after, I got her call, and so there was a clear intention, and then there was an emotional kind of, like, I could see, you know, I could feel how good this was gonna be. Yeah, so I think that's what this is all about. Hi, Mama. So yeah, I think this is so exciting, and I hope that you guys follow our journey, because
yes,
I think you'll enjoy it.
So once again, as we wrap up, we want to remind you to go to Soul Seekers TV on YouTube. Just search us up, subscribe to our page, and, you know, check out our trailer, send it to friends, get us to that 100 subscriptions.
That's right.
We would really love your support with this. And make sure that you also get notifications, you know, ring that little bell on YouTube, because that way you'll know when our world premiere episode on Thursday goes live.
And if you know anybody who you think would be great content for Soul Seekers TV, we're going to kind of like gear up for season 2 in not so distant future. So contact us if you think that this is something that you know someone or you know, and you think you have an idea for the show. All right. So on that note, we wish you happy weekend, and we will see you on Thursday. And we send you love and light and all things soul seeking.
Bye.
Bye.